Hello there. Welcome to Telecom Weekly, your digital and telecom program aimed at informing and educating you on the trends in the digital world. My name is Joy Uyo Adejo, and I'm your host today. This program is brought to you by the telecom regulator, the Nigerian Communications Commission, also known as NCC, to ensure that trends, issues, and development driving innovation and creativity in the digital world are brought to the fore. At NCC, we connect you to the world. In this episode, Made in Digital Economy Regional Conference held in Abuja. Another telecom licensee, Mafab Communications, launches its 5G network. Also in this episode, the NCC holds Girls Can Code competition. Plus, this is a season of accolades as EVC of NCC yet again bags another Public Service Recognition Award. With this lineup, be rest assured that you will have an exciting and informative time with us today. Please stay tuned.
On NCC Telecom Weekly, we bring you innovations, trends, policies and stakeholders, redefining all sectors of our economy today. Here, you'll see the actors, policymakers and creativity that will shape your mind and business for growth in line with today's reality. Join us every Friday, 5 p.m. on NTN Network and on radio, FRCN Network on Fridays, 8 p.m. NCC, Connecting Nigeria.
It was a beehive of activities in Abuja where digital and telecom experts from West Africa gathered to chart a way forward for the industry. The Made in Digital Economy Regional Conference afforded participants the opportunity to showcase the progress made in the development of the digital economy in West Africa's sub-region.
Policymakers and stakeholders in the digital economy ecosystem in the West African sub-region converged on Abuja at the Transcorp Hilton Hotel for the Made in Digital Economy Regional Conference to discuss the future of digital economy and intensify regional public-private partnerships, predominantly Franco-Anglophone West African region. The event, themed Positioning West Africa's Digital Economy for the Future, was hosted by the Minister of Communications and Digital Economy on behalf of the Federal Government of Nigeria in collaboration with the World Bank. The Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Professor Isa Ali Ibrahim Pantami, in his keynote address at the conference, informed the gathering that it was a platform for countries in the region to discuss issues that will strengthen the digital economies in West Africa and, by extension, the African continent.
The fourth industrial revolution depends largely on digital technologies, and digital technologies are the technologies that are driving the digital economy today. So if you look at the fourth industrial revolution today, it's about digital technologies and, most importantly, emerging technologies like nanotechnology, biotechnology, artificial intelligence, robotics, quantum computing, cloud computing, virtual reality, augmented reality, 5G, Internet of Things or Internet of Everything. So all of them are part and parcel of the fourth industrial revolution. This is the only revolution that African countries are not far from the developed countries.
Speaking in one of the panel sessions, the Executive Vice Chairman of the Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC), Professor Umar Garba Mbata, gave insights into some of the concerted efforts of the NCC to ensure provision of universal access and telecom services with deliberate actions intended to reduce the challenges capable of inhibiting the deployment of infrastructure across all citizens, especially in the underserved areas.
By standing, will reach all areas in the country, both areas that are underserved, rural areas, as well as areas that are even unsolved with communication services. Okay, so this is one approach the Nigerian government has decided to adopt in order to bridge clusters of access gaps quickly, instead of waiting for a broadband infrastructure in terms of fiber deployment, to take place. We know this will take time.
The two-day conference was also an avenue for peer review to accelerate digital transformation and increase collaboration to secure partnerships within the region, with a view to strengthening the innovation and entrepreneurial ecosystem while intensifying regional public-private partnerships for digital economy funding, research and development. The gathering no doubt provided opportunities to showcase the progress made in the development of digital economy in the West African sub-region, identify winning strategies, discuss challenges and prepare for the future, in addition to creating awareness of the region's needs in the areas of policies and frameworks for the digital economy and attracting private investors for digital transformation in the region.
You can always be part of this program by joining us via our social media platforms. For inquiries on this program, you can send a mail to telecomweekly@ncc.gov.ng, or better still, for further details about the activity of the Commission, visit our website on www.ncc.gov.ng. Welcome back. From the news highlights, we bring you answers and the lucky winner to our running quiz. Question 1. What is the NCC National Emergency Toll-Free Number? Answer. The NCC National Emergency Toll-Free Number is 112. Question 2. What is the meaning of ECC? Answer. ECC means Emergency Communication Centers. And our winner for the week is Chiamaka Shirley Chikwendu from Port Harcourt, Rivers State. Congratulations, Chiamaka. Our team will contact you for your prize. For those who wish to be part of our subsequent editions, keep a date with your weekly Telecom Digest, Telecom Weekly. Remember, quiz answers should only be sent to telecomweekly@ncc.gov.ng. Glad to know that you're still tuned into Telecom Weekly. The Executive Vice Chairman of the Nigerian Communications Commission has again underscored the importance of 5G network to the Nigerian digital economy. He stated this at the official 5G network launch by another licensee, MAFAB Communications, known as MCOM.
The newest entrant into Nigeria's telecom sector and second 5G licensee, MAFAB Communications, has launched its 5G network services. The dual-phase launch ceremonies took place in Abuja and Lagos respectively. The event also served as the unveiling of the telecom operator's new logo and brand name, MCOM. As the second operator to launch 5G in Nigeria, MCOM is expected to dole out more coverage for Nigerians and acceleration of broadband services. The chairman and founder of MAFAB, Dr. Musbau Bashir, says this move by his company is expected to put Nigeria in the global telecommunications map.
And the future is now brighter, with more exciting prospects and possibilities with the digital play of MCOM 5G network. MCOM 5G launch marks the beginning of immense opportunities for the country to achieve infinite possibilities with the purpose of enabling connectivity.
According to the chairman of MAFAB, the deployment of its services will commence in 6 major cities, namely Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Enugu, Kano and Kaduna. Speaking at the Lagos launch, Lagos State Governor Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, represented by the State Commissioner for Science and Technology Mr. Hakim Pham, says MAFAB's 5G launch will further enhance the Smart City Project initiatives by the state government. He added that the historic launch of the MAFAB Communications Limited 5G network will no doubt bring Lagos even closer to realizing her dream of becoming a smart city.
It is a fact that the contribution of telecommunications industry has been a significant economic driver for Lagos State in particular and Nigeria as a whole, contributing more than $70 billion and helping to create over 500,000 jobs. The prospects of what we can accomplish with 5G network, which is the next level technology, fills me with high hopes for the future of the different sectors of our economy, most especially the security sector.
The Executive Vice Chairman, Nigerian Communications Commission, Professor Umar Garba Ambata, was represented at the Lagos launch by the Executive Commissioner Stakeholder Management, Mr. Adeleke Adewolu, says 5G will usher in lots of opportunities for Nigerians and the service providers. The EVC commended MAFAB for keeping to its rollout promise after getting an extension for 5G network rollout.
The federal government of Nigeria articulated very clear policy objectives for the nationwide deployment of fifth generation 5G networks and services. These objectives are based on the realization that pervasive access to fifth generation technologies will enhance connectivity for individuals and for businesses. It will help to improve healthcare services, support inclusive education, foster the development of smart cities, boost agriculture, and generally catalyze overall economic efficiency of our dear nation.
Spokesperson for MAFAB, Adebayo Adebanjo, hinted that MAFAB will offer voice and data services and rely on partnering and sharing existing telecom infrastructure to achieve nationwide coverage to roll out its services to Nigerians on the 5G infrastructure. MAFAB Communications Limited was registered on the 8th of July 2020 and licensed by the Nigerian Communications Commission to provide telecom services. MAFAB took the industry by surprise when it bidded for the 5G license in December 2021 alongside giants like MTN and Airtel and emerged one of the two winners.
Welcome back. This is still Telecom Weekly, where we educate and enlighten you on the trends in the telecom world in particular and the digital world in general. Still to come, NCC holds Girls Can Code competition. Please don't change that dial while we go on a short break.
In keeping with our core values of innovation and excellence, we are expanding the frontiers of our social media platforms by launching a podcast, NCC Global Connect. Our podcast offers you a whole new experience on our social media engagements. To stay up to date with our regulatory initiatives, kindly visit our website www.ncc.gov.ng. Click on Media Center and scroll to the podcast channel icon to enable you experience the pool of regulatory information. NCC Global Connect podcast is available on multiple directories including Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast, Amazon Music, and so many others. NCC, connecting Nigeria.
Powered by NCC, the program is still Telecom Weekly. In keeping with the ITU goal of bridging the digital divide between the male and female genders in the ICT world, the telecom regulator NCC has organized what it calls Girls Can Code competition. This is how the event went at the NCC corporate headquarters in Abuja.
Driven by the need to bridge the gender gap between the males and females in the Nigerian ICT space, and in keeping with the strategic direction of the National Digital Economy Policy and Strategy, which aims at promoting the development of the digital economy through various initiatives and facilitating digital literacy and skills acquisition, the Nigerian Communications Commission has introduced the Nigerian Girls Can Code competition. The grand finale of the event and award presentation ceremony held at the Commission's headquarters in Abuja with the theme Innovative Ways to Address the Challenges of Food Insecurity through the application of 5G network. Speaking on the importance of the event, the Executive Commissioner Stakeholder Management, Mr. Adeleke Adewolu, in his welcome speech, stated that the program is designed to enhance digital literacy and skills for Nigeria's emerging economy, bridge digital inequality, and improve digital access, amongst other things.
This competition has been designed to address the challenge of digital inequality, to bring equity and narrow the digital gap between men and women in ICT. The NCC, in a collaborative coding competition, during which students at secondary school level had the opportunity to work on ICT-based projects. The students were hosted in a 2-day robotics boot camp in an ultra-modern technology and innovation center based here in Abuja.
The Executive Vice Chairman, Professor Umar Tambata, speaking through the Executive Commissioner, Technical Services, Ubale Maska, stated that the competition was designed to enhance digital literacy and bridge the digital divide between men and women in the country. He stated that the inclusion of girls in the ICT sector is in line with the United Nations efforts to empower the girl child in the digital world.
Girls Can Code competition is also framed to support technology skills learning for girls and promote broader national audience amongst others. The competition is designed to meet the following objectives. 1. To empower women and young girls through the emergence of a sustainable, inclusive entrepreneurship, harness digital technology to accelerate implementation of the Sustainable Development Goals in line with the Declaration on the Decade of Action and Delivery on Sustainable Development. 2. To support technology skills learning for girls and young women and promote broader national audience. 3. To provide girls with leadership opportunity to represent and promote their school support of STEM programs. 4. Bridge the gender digital gap by promoting women and young girls' access to digital channels.
The EVC stated that the Nigerian Girls Can Code competition is also framed to support technology skills for the girl child and promote a broader national audience, amongst others, adding that empowering women and girls will spur productivity and growth using technologies such as artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, and data analytics. In his remarks, the chairman, NCC Board of Commissioners, Professor Adeolu Akande, stated that the competition was designed to address the challenges of digital inequality, bring equity and narrow the digital gap between men and women in the ICT sector. It disclosed that the winners of the competition were selected based on the application functionality, innovation, accessibility, commercial potentials, and overall national impact.
The Commission believes that giving these young people early access to information communications technologies will bring them the advantage of early adopters of the right skills, which will spur innovation, help them to build businesses, create jobs, and boost economic growth.
Some of the participants speak on their solutions and innovations, expressing optimism on the prospects and value additions to the Nigerian economy.
There are projects to reduce the use of manual labor, which will make our farming easier because these days youth hardly get involved in agriculture. So we hope that youth, because of the world going into the technological sector, that youth can be more involved in the aspect of technology, and agriculture in the Nigerian economy can increase and produce in the economy.
We're hoping it solves the problems of storage, because people can't usually store their fruits and products for a long time. We're hoping it solves the problem of transportation, so that like stuff happened to our director doesn't repeat itself. And we're hoping it solves problems of marketing, as it's easier for people to sell and buy.
Cash prizes and awards were presented to the various winners and schools. With the success of the maiden edition of the Nigerian Girls Concord event, the NCC believes that empowering women and young girls through the emergence of a sustainable, inclusive entrepreneurship to harness digital technology is in line with the declaration on the decade of action and delivery on sustainable development.
Welcome back to Telecom Weekly. When you stay dedicated, hard work will always pay off and will be duly recognized. This is the case of the Executive Vice Chairman of NCC, Professor Umar Dambata, as he bagged another award of the Regulator of the Year as conferred by the prestigious Vanguard Newspaper Limited.
Gathered in this hall are the creme de la creme of the media industry, captains of industry, government officials, royal fathers and many more distinguished personalities in Nigeria. The occasion is the 11th Annual Vanguard Personality Awards, and the venue is the Hotels and Suites, Victoria Island, Lagos. At this year's event, one of the recipients of the prestigious award is the Executive Vice Chairman and Chief Executive of the Nigerian Communications Commission NCC, Professor Umar Garba Dambata. This time around, the EVC has been decorated with the 2022 Regulator of the Year Award at the 11th edition of the Vanguard Awards. The award was conferred on Professor Dambata in recognition of his effective regulatory achievements through cutting-edge initiatives through which Nigeria's telecom sector has shown spectacular transformations. According to Vanguard Newspaper Limited, the organizers of the event, the EVC's initiatives have strengthened the role of the telecommunications sector as a major contributor to the growth of Nigeria's gross domestic product, GDP, as well as telecom's investment inflow.
We all have the power to shape the future of our country, and we must all take responsibilities seriously.
While presenting the award, Chief Abiola Dosumo, the Erelu Kuti 4 of Lagos, said Dambata is highly qualified and deserving of the distinct recognition. Some eminent Nigerians who have distinguished themselves in professional excellence and service to humanity in the private and public sectors were conferred with various categories of awards at the event, including the president of the Dangote Group, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, who won the Personality of the Year award. Other awardees include the Kwara State Governor, Abdurrahman Abdurrazak, and the Oyo State Governor, Sheyi Makinde, who were represented at the occasion. Also, the Managing Director of the Nigerian Ports Authority NPA, Muhammad Bello Koko, won the Public Sector Icon of the Year. Other guests at the event included the Ooni of Ife, Oba Adiyeye Enitan Ogunwusi, Chairman of the Board of Commissioners of the NCC, Professor Adeolu Akande, the Executive Commissioner, Stakeholder Management, Adeleke Adewolu, and some members of the board, management and staff of the Commission.
Just in case you didn't join us at the beginning of the program and may have missed out on the name of the lucky winner for our quiz this week, here we go again. Question 1. What is the NCC National Emergency Toll-Free number? Answer. The NCC National Emergency Toll-Free number is 112. Question 2. What is the meaning of ECC? Answer. ECC means Emergency Communication Centers. Our winner for the week is Chiamaka Shirley Chikwendu from Port Harcourt, Rivers State. Congratulations once again. Our team will contact you, Chiamaka, for your prize. For those who wish to be part of our subsequent editions, keep a date with your weekly Telecom Digest, Telecom Weekly. Remember, quiz questions should only be sent to telecomweekly@ncc.gov.ng. How time flies. This is where we draw the curtains on this week's edition of Telecom Weekly. Let's do this again, same time next week, same station. Till then, don't forget that for further details on the program and other information about the Commission, please visit the NCC website on www.ncc.gov.ng. Telecom Weekly is powered by the Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC, your partner to a connected Nigeria. Until we come your way again next week, I am Joy Uyo Adejo. Bye for now.